Hello everyone. Okay, once again forgive me for my terrible English, because as you might know it's not my native language, but still I try to communicate the best as I can. Okay, so I've been watching in YouTube a lot of videos like with this fight between the Console Peasants and the PC Master Race. And in some way I find it like really funny, like, well, it's not like surprisingly new that the internet community is always fighting against something. But it's fun to see, like, at least lately I've seen like more like fights between these Console Peasants and the PC Master Race. So I just wanted to give my point of view out of all this. Like, once again, this is just my opinion. I don't intend to hurt anyone, and I try to search for the world peace between the Console Peasants and the PC Master Race. Okay, so for the starts, like, I mean, I've been gaming since I was like 10 years old. And the first console that I got was a Nintendo 64. And I must admit that it was like really amazing. The first game that I got was GoldenEye 64. And I remember that it was given to me on the Christmas night, and that night I didn't sleep. I stayed playing until 6 a.m. That game. It was like really beautiful. It was like one of the first shooters I ever played, and the experience itself was just amazing. Like, to be honest, I think that it was like my first game ever, GoldenEye 64. Okay, so after a while, I stick with Nintendo, and I got more games like Mario 64. Eventually I got Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Mario Party. They were all great games. And of course, with the past of the years, then I switched to the Nintendo GameCube, where I played such an amazing games like Time Splitters, Future Perfect. I also played Star Wars Rogue Squadron, I think that it was called, and other games like Metroid Prime. That it was like one of the most amazing sci-fi FPS that I ever played. So I keep playing. Eventually I got a PlayStation 2 as well in the times of the GameCube. It was like all really amazing. Then I jumped to the PlayStation 3 because, I mean, I like the Wii idea and everything, but the games of the Wii were not like that appealing to me at that time. I mean, the Wii Bowling and all those other games, like, for example, there was this shooter that with the Wii mode, it was like amazing playing. I don't remember the name exactly. And yes, then I got the PlayStation 3 and I started playing games like Call of Duty because it was nice playing with my friends and all that. But another thing that I haven't mentioned is that at the time that I got the Nintendo 64, I also got like my first computer. And while I was playing GoldenEye and all these things, then I think it was around the year 2000, then I also started playing games like Counter-Strike. I started playing the Counter-Strike 1.6, and I remember that I think that the next year or the next couple of years I played like Counter-Strike every single day. Eventually the game starts becoming better by the time of the Nintendo GameCube. I don't remember exactly which was the year that Counter-Strike Source was released. I don't remember if it was around 2006 or something like that. But in those times I was playing like with my actual console, and then I jumped to the Counter-Strike Source, and then I started getting more Valve games such as Garry's Mod and other things. Sorry that I'm not doing like anything in Minecraft right now. I just wanna tell my story watching this relaxing view with these amazing shaders. Okay, so I have always been like a huge Counter-Strike fan. I play like a lot of mods in Counter-Strike 1.6, especially the GoldenEye mode with the 007 clan in Counter-Strike. It was like really amazing to have like all that GoldenEye adaptation in CS 1.6. And then I got into another clans in Counter-Strike Source by the time I had like, I don't know if it was a PlayStation 3 or, yeah, I think it was PlayStation 3. And I must say that the experience in gaming in consoles and PCs was each of them had like their own charm. Of course, I mean, if I wanted to play like FPS games with precision, I would go like to the consoles, because that was the appeal of playing with the mouse, be more precise, etc. But if I wanted to play fun games with my friends or multiplayer or things like that, just like, my friend came to the house and we wanted to do something, I would always like choose the console to play those games. For example, then playing some shooter with the PC computer controls, like in split screen, or games like Mario Party, etc. It was like really nice for playing with your friends in the house. And now I have a PlayStation 4, and I also got like a gaming laptop, the Predator Helios 300. That was the one that I has been reviewing all this time. And now I have more power in my computer, so I've been starting to get games in the computer instead of actually like keep getting them in consoles. First of all, because something has pissed me like really a lot about the consoles, that as I have seen like in many videos people saying it, and it's true, like the companies don't care about the consumers anymore. Now they just care about making money. And of course, you have started been watching things like, for example, PlayStation. Since the PlayStation 4, now you are forced to get a PlayStation Plus in order to play multiplayer. And when I was in the PlayStation 3, one of the first things that have like made me choose Sony instead of Microsoft, for example, getting PlayStation instead of the Xbox, was that I never liked that you had to pay like a subscription for the PlayStation service. But for the Xbox you had to have your Xbox Gold or something like that, and that was the main reason why I never picked an Xbox, because I was like, we have all this free multiplayer in the Wii, in the PlayStation, why would I have to pay for playing online? Also in the PC I've never played to play online, just like for the game, and I was like, yeah, I'll never gonna switch to Xbox, because that's not with me, like to be paying for playing online, like that's like I wanna take all of your money. And some people might say, oh no, but you see, it's because there are more gamers and we need to get more servers and sustain like all of the multiplayer gameplay. But they already have like a lot of money with all the games and the consoles that they are selling. Like, I'm sure they have more than enough money to have a million servers and not being like, oh, we need to charge you for improving our services. Because at least in my opinion, the gaming was not as bad in the PlayStation 3 or the Wii when it was in online gaming. I mean, no one was paying for anything and we still got like a solid online gameplay if you had a good internet connection and a good router or connected directly to the modem. But I mean, the gameplay was nice. I didn't have like any complaint about the gameplay. I don't know if other people had. Once again, this is just my opinion. And then in the PlayStation 4, Sony comes with, oh no, we're gonna start charging you for money. And I already got my PlayStation 4. To be honest, like, I'm sorry. I know that Sony was gonna charge you to play online eventually, but I didn't think like it was like too serious or anything. And they did. And in this case, I got like heavily disappointed with Sony. Like, I don't know why they started copying like Microsoft way of doing things, and then they starting with all this, oh, we're gonna charge you to play online thing. Because in my opinion, online gaming should be free, like it's in the PC, like it was in Nintendo, because now there's the Nintendo Switch out, and I heard that you're also gonna have to pay for playing online in the Switch. I don't know if they already did it, they're in plans, if they're gonna do it or not, but well, that was what I heard. And yes, I didn't like that, so I decided to like completely switch to the PC, because I was like, okay, I'm getting all these games, Call of Duty, Battlefield, all these games that you could easily get like in the PC. And in the PC it's a varying experience to play like the games, because there's more precision than the computer. I mean, sorry, than in the consoles. Yes, that's a fact that we are gonna have to admit, that at least the precision in in the FPS in the console will never be as good as the PC. I mean, maybe, I don't know, we'll have to make some experiments, like getting the best console player and make it like play against the best PC player to see if it's true that the PC gamer is more accurate when it comes in FPS. Like, well, at least the common sense tells me that the mouse, the PC gamer should be more accurate because of the mouse, but who knows? Okay, but anyways, yeah, so I decided to completely change to PC, but I don't hate like console gamers or consoles itself. I just decided to switch because I see that it's like a better alternative. I don't want to keep wasting money playing online and all these things. But a lot of the PC master race people, like, they claim that the PC is the supreme thing and like it's better for gaming in general. I mean, in performance, maybe graphic quality, gameplay, the PC is gonna be better than the console. I don't deny that. First of all, because you can upgrade the parts of the PC and get like better parts, and you're having better performance, more FPS, better graphics than the consoles that are like cheap shits. And please, don't be in the comments, oh, so you're saying the consoles are cheap shits, oh my god. Well, if we look at the internal components, we're gonna see that they're not like anything that fancy. But once again, this is my opinion, please don't get offended. Okay, so yes, I mean, maybe the PC it's better for gameplay and for a lot of things than the console, but we cannot say that you gain better in PCs than consoles, because I mean, yes, most of the things are better in user experience in the PC, but when it comes to gaming, like, not everything is performance graphics. I mean, like I said, when I got the Nintendo 64 and all the people that got the NES, I wasn't in the age of the NES, I started with the 64. But a lot of the best games that ever existed in the history of gaming started with the consoles. I mean, from GoldenEye 64 came like all the shooters that we see today, from Mario, from Zelda, we see all the adventure games because you're not gonna tell like, oh yes, we created Uncharted 4 from Magic. Of course, they had a previous inspiration coming from from other adventure games. So I mean, we cannot say that gaming is all only PC or gaming is only consoles, because since gaming is for all the people or everything that is like playing a game, and a game is not limited to consoles or to PCs, can be for both, can be for none, because we also have arcades and things like that. And to be honest, at least in my opinion, people shouldn't be like criticizing each other, because if they're gamers, they should care about games and gaming, not, oh, I'm better than you, or your console sucks. I mean, as long as you game and you have fun, you shouldn't be like bothering other people. If you're having fun, then cool, enjoy your console, enjoy your PC. Because, for example, for FPS, I love PCs. Like, there's no absolutely doubt that FPS games are super fun in PC, and I have better way experience than consoles in gameplay. But there are games, for example, such as Pokemon, that are amazing to play like in a handheld device, and you can take it anywhere, in the plane, in your university, high school, whatever, when you're bored, and you just get it out and start playing, and that's amazing. And of course we have emulators in the PC, but first of all, if you don't know the real game and you're playing a ROM, that's illegal. And it's nice to keep like in the legal side of the things. And also because of the portability, like, you can actually take that small console, that 3DS, that Switch, in those times the Game Boy anywhere and play. And I mean, we're not playing those games because of graphics, because we know that Pokemon doesn't have like that fancy graphics, nor FPS, but we're playing because of the story, because of the game itself, because of all the fun moments that we can carry around our neighborhood, airplane, etc. in our trip. And that's the point of at least the console that Nintendo does, because we know that Nintendo is nowhere trying to match Sony or Microsoft in getting a cool console with amazing graphics or performance, because we know that that's not the goal of Nintendo, but to make fun games. They have done for a long time. I mean, they're fun to play in the consoles. And for example, I would never try to tell a PC gamer, hey, I have a Nintendo Switch and it's way better than your PC, because first of all, the Switch, in all the things that it has, it doesn't match like even 30% of the performance of a high-end gaming PC, like never in their life. And nor it has the graphics or things for such a thing. But I mean, it's really fun, like playing those games. It's amazing. It's not about the graphics, it's not about the FPS, it's just about having fun. And that's what people should understand. I mean, if you're having fun with your game in your console, then it's okay, have fun. You don't have to be like telling other people, oh, I'm better than you, because what's the point of doing that? Like, are you gonna feel better with yourself? You wanna feel the other one sad, admit that you're superior? I mean, like, chill, dude, just play your game. I mean, playing your console, playing your PC. Like, also, I don't see why the PC people should be like trying to make the console peasants admit that they're better and make all this PC master race thing. Like, if you are cool with your PC, with all your GTX 1080s, your GTX Quadro or whatever, or Titan X, like, it's cool. You enjoy your games, enjoy your super high performance, super high graphic, FPS, and be happy. What you should like tell the poor console peasants, oh, you suck or whatever. I mean, we're all gamers. We all love games. Gamer is the person who play games, not the one who play games in a console, in a PC. And everything has its flaws and its pros. Like, the PC, it's amazing in performance, but and the PC Master Race people shouldn't lie about this, and I hope that they agree. But we have to pay for the parts, and at the end of the day, making a cool, good PC, it's gonna be like a little bit more expensive than getting actually a console. Because some people don't care about the graphics and don't care about the performance, they just care about playing the game. And that's okay. Like I said, now I'm playing more in the PC, and I only use the consoles, for example, for things like... The only reason why I got the PlayStation 4 is because I was waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3, that I'm still waiting that next year comes, hopefully. And I have the 3DS to play Pokemon and nothing more than that. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Switch for also the exclusive of Nintendo, and I don't wanna emulate it because, first of all, I don't wanna take my laptop everywhere, or or if I make like a desktop, I don't wanna be like playing games that I know that should be like more portable in the PC. I mean, each game has its own purpose, like I said. And at least the purpose of Nintendo is having fun games to play in a portable way, and I want to keep it portable. So eventually I would get the Switch if I see that I want to play those games like Pokemon or things like that in a portable way that I can take anywhere. And of course, I'm gonna play my other games in the PC, the ones, the shooters or the RPG games. So my final message is to stop like trying to become or appear superior to other people, because at the end, what you're winning, are you feeling good with yourself, making other people feel bad or anything? Like, it's cool. The people in the internet can be nice to each other. There's no need to be like almighty about your console or your PC. I mean, as long as we can play games and have fun, then everything should be fine. I mean, we're getting close to the cross-platform gaming. There are companies like starting to work like in making cross-platform gaming. Okay, and I don't know if this is wrong or right. Like, I have heard it. Sorry if I haven't researched it well enough. Forgive me. Do not make a video saying, "Oh look, so he doesn't have research and well enough." Because, well, I'm just saying. I don't know if it's true or not, but they're trying to make cross-platform gaming between PCs, for example, and Xbox in some sort of Microsoft games. And then we'll see like who's better at what game. Like we're gonna start seeing tournaments between like console gamers and PC gamers, and we're gonna find out like fun discoveries. Maybe, who knows, maybe a console gamer can actually beat a PC gamer in an FPS, who knows? Or we are gonna see that no, the PC gamers in FPS are way more superior than the console gamers. Yeah, I'm just saying things, but I mean, there are gonna come times in which finally all things are gonna be unified, both consoles and PCs. And yeah, probably people's gonna start like bugging even more, like in the internet, saying, "No, I kicked your ass, you console piece," and things like that. But I mean, once again, and this is like the point of this video, we are all gamers. We shouldn't be fighting about stupid things. Like, we should be caring more about games, about have good gaming experience, about like be like united with the gaming community. And I hope that it really does sometimes. I mean, we all should gather together so we get better things for the gaming itself, and not for consoles or only PCs. I mean, we all want like good games for both platforms, or even better games, like better developed, to see better graphics, better experience. And the only way to do this is like if all cooperates and don't start like, no, consoles are better, and then they start like making all these rumors, and the companies are like, oh, but look, let's make like this game like this for PC, because people wouldn't care much as the one that in consoles. And you know, like, try to get good with everyone, try to always search for the best for the gaming community, and stop calling calling the people peasants or master race or whatever. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I'm trying to give like my grain of sand in this battle, and if you have any opinion or anything, you can leave it in the comments and talk about anything. And once again, this is my opinion. I don't intend to hurt anyone. And yeah, have fun. Bye.